Hey friends, we're on lesson 132. Go ahead and pull that one out and we'll get started. First instruction says draw a 3-inch line segment. So we'll go to the inches side of our ruler. We're going for 3 inches. Right there, and connect. And the next one says measure this line segment using inches. So we'll use the inches side again. And it's right at 2 inches, isn't it? Number 1, each child at Christina's party ate 5 cookies. There were 6 children at her party. Draw a picture and write a number sentence to show how many cookies the children ate all together. So each kid ate 5 cookies, but there were 6 kids. So let's make their plates of cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates, right? And you can either draw 5 cookies on each plate, or you can do what I like to do and put the number 5. You decide what you want to do and go ahead. Now we have to figure out how many cookies the kids ate all together. So what I can see here is that we have 6 groups of 5, and that of means to multiply. 6 groups of 5. Now, we can count by 5s in order to figure this out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There were 30. Let's go back and look. Draw a picture and write a number sentence to show how many we're counting cookies. You always have to have a label on your answer so that we know what you're counting and you understand what you're doing. Okay, graph time. This graph is labeled Children's Favorite Seasons. I see spring goes all the way to right here. Summer goes all the way to the end. Fall cuts off right here. And winter cuts off right here. Now just a reminder, while I'm working on side A, I want you to have your pencil out and have your side A out so you can see on your sheet of paper what we are doing, and you can take notes on your sheet of paper. So you should be writing down everything that I'm writing down. Use the graph to answer the questions. How many children chose winter? So let's go to winter, and I can see we're counting by 2s down here. But I can also see that where winter stopped, there's no number. It's halfway between 4 and 6. So we have to decide what is halfway between 4 and 6. Well, if we were counting by 1s, there would be a 5 right there, wouldn't there? So 5 children chose winter. How many more children chose spring than chose fall? So we have to compare spring to fall. Let's see what those numbers are. Spring is right here, so that's at 8. I'm going to jot that down over here. And fall ends right here, and that's doesn't have a number. It's halfway between 2 and 4. So what number is halfway between 2 and 4? 3. So how many more children chose spring than fall? Well, how many more means we have to figure out the difference between this, and that means we have to subtract. So 8 take away 3 is 5. Write 2 facts about the information on the graph. So, as long as we can prove it with this graph, then it's a fact about the graph. What I can't write is my favorite season is fall, because I can't prove that with this graph. I could say the children's favorite season is summer, right? The kids' favorite season is summer. Now, I could say what their least favorite is. That would be fall. I could write their least favorite season is fall. I could say more kids like winter than like fall. Let's do that. More kids, sorry, I'm not using my best handwriting, like winter than fall, because that can be proven on here too. Write the answers. Now we're getting into some division. So in order to know division, you have to know multiplication. So if you're not super confident about your multiplication yet, I want you to open up to right here, page 21, multiplication chart, okay? 21, right there, okay? Now the division is the opposite of multiplication, kind of like the way subtraction is the opposite of addition. We can solve division problems by doing multiplication, just like we can solve subtraction problems by doing addition, okay? So what that means is this is 6 divided by 2. 2 times what equals 6? So we go down, down, down until we find 6. There it is. 2 times what equals 6? 3. Okay, so when we divide 6 into groups of 2, there are 3 groups. Okay, so if we want to go backwards and say it 3 times 2 equals 6, then we make it multiplication when we go backwards, kind of like we did on the chart. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Something times 2 equals 18. Oops, sorry. Try that again. Something times 2 equals 18. See if you can think of what that would be. Something times 2 equals 18. Or 2 times something equals 18. Let's go in here. 2 times what equals 18? 18. There's 18. 9 times 2 equals 18. 9. So 18 divided by 2, divided into 2 groups, there would be 9 in each group. 9 times 2 equals 18. Something times 2 equals 4. Something times 2 equals 4. So here's our 2 column. Something times 2 equals 4. What is it? 2. 2 times 2 equals 4, right? 2 times 2 equals 4. If I had 4 and I want to divide it into 2 groups, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. And there would be 2 in each group. Okay, this is what we were doing before. Now we're doing it with just numbers. Last one, 12 divided by 2 equals what? So that means something times 2 equals 12. Something times 2 equals 12. 2 times something equals, there's 12. What is our answer? 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. 6 times 2 equals 12. This says, pretend you are the teacher. Circle and correct the mistakes on this paper. So, double this coupon, and it's 40 cents. And the answer is 80 cents. So the question is, when we double 40, do we get 80? So double means multiply it by 2 or add it to itself, right? Doubling it would equal 80. Very good. Put a star on that one. Write August 8th, 1994 using digits. So we've got to figure out what month August is. Let's count. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It is the 8th month, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. They said it was the 7th month. We need to correct that. Now, if you are unsure about naming your months, go back here to days and months on page 4. And on there, all of your months will be in order. And you can see that August is the 8th month. Okay? Page 4 if you need it. 8th day, they have that right. And 94, they have that right. Circle all the perpendicular line segments. Now, these are parallel. Remember the two L's in parallel go side by side and never cross and never look like they're going to cross? These are parallel. That's not right. Perpendicular is when two lines come together at a square angle, a right angle or a 90-degree angle, okay? So you can put the corner of a piece of paper into one of those corners and it will match the corner of a piece of paper because that is a square angle or a right angle, okay? So this does not work because these are not square angles. This is not what the corner of a paper looks like, or this. But this, on the other hand, those are like the corners on a square, aren't they? So that works. What about this? Well, it's hard to see until you turn it sideways, and then you can see that is like the corner on a square, isn't it? So that works. He didn't get all of them. This was the mistake over here because he was supposed to circle all of them and he only circled this one. So that's the mistake we corrected. Round 37 to the nearest 10 and they got 40. So 37 to the nearest 10. 37 is between 30 and 40, so those are the two numbers we're deciding between. And we look at the 7 to figure out if it's 5 or larger, we go up to 40. If it's 0 through 4 or smaller than 5, we go down to 30. And this looks like we go up to 40, so it gets a star on that one. That's the whole thing. I hope you took good notes. Go and do side B, and I will talk to you tomorrow.